Hello everyone, and in today's video we are going to see how to construct a velocity diagram for the given example. Let's move into the example. The angular velocity of the crank OA is 600 rpm. Determine the linear velocity of the slider D and the angular velocity of the link BD. When the crank is inclined at an angle of 75 degree to the vertical, the dimensions of various links are OA equal to 28 mm, AB equal to 44 mm, BC equal to 49 mm, BD equal to 46 mm. The center distance between the centers of rotation O and C is 65 mm. The path of the travel of the slider is 11 mm below the fixed point C. The slider moves along the horizontal path and OC is vertical. Okay. So for this example, we have drawn the space diagram here. You can see. So this is the input link. OA is the input link, or you can call it as a crank. It is placed at an angle of 75 degree to this vertical axis. Okay. So one more joint is there, fixed joint, that is point C. So you have two joints, one is at O, the other one is at C. So these are the two hinged joints, and one slider is there, point D. Okay. So this will slide along the horizontal axis. Okay. This will slide with respect to point O and C. Okay. It will maintain its horizontal movement with respect to point O and point C. Okay. So for this given example, we are going to construct the velocity diagram. So to construct the velocity diagram, we have to consider few points. As we have seen in the earlier examples, first thing you have to check whether the speed n is given in the example, and you have to check for the direction of rotation, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. And once you know these two datas, next you have to find the velocity of the rotating link so as to start your velocity diagram. Okay. So to find the velocity of the link, you have to use the angular velocity omega 2 pi n by 60 radians per second, and from the angular velocity omega you have to find the velocity of the input link v equal to omega into length of the link. Okay, we will know the data of the length of the link, and we will find omega by using speed. Okay, so substitute the omega value here and substitute the length. You will get what is the velocity of the input link. Okay, so first you write the given data followed by finding the velocity of the link. So here you can see the speed n is given as 600 rpm. So once you know the speed, you can easily find omega equal to 2 pi n by 60. N value is substitute 600. So your omega AO is nothing but input link. Okay, it is 62.84 radians per second. Next, length of the input crank, that OA is known, that is 28 mm. You convert this 28 mm into meters. Okay, divided by 1000, you will get 0.028 meters. So once you know the value of omega and length of the crank, you can easily find the velocity of the input link. Okay, so velocity of A with respect to O. So I will show here the space diagram so that you can easily understand. So this is O and A. So the velocity of this one will be acting perpendicular to this link. Okay, it will be acting downwards. Why it is acting downward means the direction of rotation of the input link or crank is in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, since it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, the velocity at point A will be acting downwards. So here it is hinged, so no velocity will be acting at this point. So velocity will be acting at this point A for this crank or input link. Okay, so velocity of A with respect to O, or you can say velocity of A. Okay, so it will be acting downwards. So this velocity only we are going to find using the formula VAO. Okay, so here you can see VAO equal to VA. You can say either VAO or velocity of A equal to omega A. Omega A we already found, it is 62.84 into length of the link. OA is nothing but length of the link, it is 0.28. Substitute the values here, so you will get the velocity of the input link as 1.76 meter per second. So once you know the velocity of the input link, you can start constructing your velocity diagram. Okay, so let us see how to construct the velocity diagram for the available velocity input. Okay, so here we can see the value is 1.76. okay, the velocity value is 1.76 meter per second. So to construct the velocity diagram, you need the value in the form of centimeter. So what I am going to do is I am going to scale the value. So I am going to take 1 meter per second equal to 1 centimeter. Okay, so we get the velocity as 1.76 meter per second, so which will be 1.76 centimeter. Okay, so directly I am converting 1 meter per second equal to 1 centimeter. So 1.76 meter per second equal to 1.76 centimeter. Okay, let's start constructing the velocity diagram. Okay, so you have to consider the space diagram to draw the velocity diagram. So this is the input link. Now we are going to construct this one. Before that, you have to check the number of fixed points here. The number of fixed points here is, one is O, the other point is C. Okay, so first you have to fix the fixed points. So I am going to locate the fixed points now. So I will take this point as the fixed point and I am going to denote O and C. Okay, now we will take the velocity of point A. We already find the velocity as 1.76 centimeter. So my velocity will be acting downwards at a point O. With respect to O point, my velocity will be acting downwards. Already I have fixed the point O here. Okay, now place your ruler here perpendicular to this link. Okay, perpendicular to this link you place your ruler here. So this is the direction of velocity. So 1.76, that is 1 centimeter 76. Just move towards the point O here without changing the position and draw 1.76, 1, so nearly 1.8. Okay, since it is too small, I am going to just take in terms of 2:1 ratio. Okay, that is 3.4. 1, 2, 3, 3.4. So this velocity is acting downward. This is velocity A. This is A point. So we have to locate the A point here. So already O point is fixed here. So this is velocity A. So A is here. So this velocity denotes the velocity A. Okay, so I told you in the previous examples, once one link is rotating in one direction, the corresponding another link will be rotating in opposite direction. Okay, so since this link is rotating in anti-clockwise, this link will try to rotate in clockwise direction. Okay, so automatically the velocity of B with respect to A point, velocity of B point with respect to A point, it will be acting in this direction. Okay, so perpendicular to this one, it will be acting in this direction. Just place your ruler there and this velocity of B with respect to A. Already we have fixed the A point there. So you have to move the ruler to that position and draw the perpendicular one. So place your ruler and move towards the point A. We don't know the value, simply you position and just extend a line. Okay, we don't know the value of the velocity. I am just extending the line like this. Okay, so this is velocity BA. Okay, so next one, consider the link BC. This one is fixed, so your velocity will be acting here only. Okay, since this AB link is rotating in anti-clockwise, this is clockwise, so this will be rotating in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so here velocity of B with respect to C, the velocity will be acting perpendicular in this direction. Okay, so perpendicular in this direction. Velocity of B point with respect to C, it will be rotating in this direction. Why? I told you, since the input crank is anti-clockwise, the respective next link will be rotating in clockwise. With respect to this link, this is the next link, so this is clockwise, automatically this will be anti-clockwise. So with respect to the direction of rotation, the velocity will be acting. Now this point is velocity of B with respect to C. So here you can see already the C point is located. Now you have to locate the B. Okay, so place your ruler here and simply move towards the point C and just extend the line here. So these two intersecting points will give the point B. So this is point B. Okay, so now we have to consider D, velocity of D with respect to point B. Since this is rotating anti-clockwise, this will be rotating in clockwise direction. Okay, so since it is rotating in clockwise direction, velocity of D, it will be acting perpendicular with respect to point B. So this will be acting in this direction. So already we located point B here. Without changing the position, move towards point B and just draw a line like this. Okay, now this is representing velocity of D with respect to B. Okay, velocity of D with respect to B, it is represented here. We don't know the distance, so simply extend the line. Okay, so next one, you take the slider. I told you in the beginning itself, the slider position will not change. It will always move horizontal direction with respect to this axis. Okay, with respect to this horizontal axis, this slider will move in this direction. This movement will depend on the fixed points O and C. Okay, with respect to O and C, the slider will move horizontally. It cannot change its position. So we have to represent the velocity of D slider with respect to O and C in a horizontal way. Okay, so place your ruler here and move towards the point O and C already fixed here, and just fix this one and draw a line like this. Okay, so this is velocity D. Okay, now this intersecting point gives the D value. Okay, the direction of rotation is this type, that's all. Now we have constructed the velocity diagram for the given space diagram. Okay, now in your question, the question they are asking is, you are supposed to determine the linear velocity. Okay, linear velocity of slider D. They are asking the velocity of slider D and the angular velocity omega BD. Okay, this is B and this is D. They are asking velocity of slider D and angular velocity omega of this BD. Okay, what you have to do, just measure from this velocity diagram BD. This is B and this is D. Okay, just by measurement you have to substitute. We know omega equal to, okay, so omega equal to velocity of dB by length of the link BD. Okay, substitute the value. Velocity here you measure it, substitute here, and the length of the link BD we know, substitute here in terms of meter. You will get what is omega BD. So I have already substituted and I will show this one. So first one, they are asking the linear velocity of the slider. They are asking the linear velocity, the horizontal movement of the slider, and omega value of BD. Okay, so by measurement from the velocity diagram, velocity of the slider D, that is vector OD, is 1.6 meter per second. 1.6 meter per second is nothing but this one. Velocity of D is 1.6 meter per second. Okay, similarly the angular velocity of the link BD. Okay, so by measurement you can see here velocity of D with respect to B, that is VdB. VdB from the velocity diagram you can see here VdB. If you measure it you will get 1.7 meter per second. Okay, and we know that length of the link, from this one. So here we know the length of the link BD. Okay, it is given here 46 mm. You convert in terms of meter, that is 0.046 meter. Okay, substitute the value here. You can see length of the link BD equal to 46 meter, that is 0.046 meter. Now angular velocity of the link BD equal to VBD, velocity of dB by BD. So 1.7 we got the here 1.7 by length of the link. Substitute, you will get 36.96 radian per second clockwise direction. Okay, so I hope you have understood how to construct velocity diagram for the given example 3. So in case if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment section. So in next video I will try to clarify. So thank you very much. We will see in the next video.